Hi. Yeah. So, yesterday class we discussed MySQL data in theoretical presentation, even MySQL servers also in programmatic level. Today class we discussed or we are explaining in the PowerPoint presentation of MySQL data types where it is. I will share my screen. Look at here, and I will show data types also in MySQL servers today's class. Wait a minute. I will share my screen. So yesterday class we had explained MySQL servers, MySQL data types, so what is the types and also my data type and the types, ranges, everything I explained, and also I had explained some pictorial presentation like not a PowerPoint presentation, just diagrammatical example. So I had explained yesterday class. Today class I'm talking PowerPoint presentation MySQL data types. Look at here. I will show beginners. So MySQL tutorials I had started MySQL tutorials last 20 days. Today topic is MySQL data types. I'm Nagaraj-tech-sol. YouTube channel name is I am Nagaraj minus tech minus sol. MCA. My qualification is my MCA. So exactly data types. What is the data type? Definition of data type is data types are referred as the type of data like string, integer, date time, etc. That means data type are referred as the type of data like Nagraj Galam. Galam is the surname, Nagraj is the person name. Surname is like data type. Without writing or without knowing Galam, who is Nagraj, who is Tarak. That's what need of surname in the general way. Surname is the mandatory to call the person. In programmatic level, data type to call in name. So that that is the need of database or data types, not database. It's flow. That's what floating in database. So that is the need of data types that can be stored in a column field of tables. Properly defining the fields in a table is important to the overall optimization of your database. In general, in a society, without for example, in society, a person having with a surname, that is the protocol in a server or in MySQL. Refer data type is the mandatory. Just like it exploring the database, optimization of data types, and data types are mainly classified, identified as where it is int, varchar, decimal, enum, and float. Now I'm talking int. Int is like the MySQL int data type is used to store whole numbers like number values without the decimal places, just like int values like a whole number without knowing, without writing integers, I mean decimal values. However, MySQL provides various integers data types such as tinyint. I discussed last class, tinyint, small int, medium, big, and to cater to different range of whole numbers. This is not using in MySQL. That's what I'm not talking anything else. So the syntax of int is create table, table name, id is the column name, like a field. Int is like a data type. Auto increment is like a attribute. So in attribute, auto increment we write automatically at the time. We write in keys. Without writing key, it won't work out it. So yesterday class we implement that kind of thing. So it's explore the values and explore the errors. The second one is varchar. The MySQL varchar data is used to store variable length characters like strings having length up to 65,535 bytes. In MySQL, when you store text in a varchar column, In MySQL, when you store text in a varchar column, it needs a little extra space to keep track of how long the text is, like how much character we stored in database or a field. This extra space can be either 1 or 2 bits depending on length of the text. If the text is short, less than 255, like I need to init length of the varchar like 10, it considered 255. I'm using 10 2000, it considered 4 bit. Syntax of create table, table name varchar, just like 19. I'm initting 19, it's clearly mentioned 2 bytes of varchar. 1900, it's explored to 4 bytes. So decimal, third one is decimal. The MySQL decimal data type is used to store numeric values with decimal points. It allows for precise calculations and can be configured to store a specified number of digits before and after decimal points, like point values. Just everybody should write in salaries, we use it to write in decimals. We often use this data type for the columns that require exact precision, such as the salaries of employees, employee PF balance. For example, the syntax column name, just like a salary, column name salary, like field salary, decimal PD. P is the precision which specifies the total number of significant digits that can be stored in the column, both to the left and right of decimal points. The range of P is 0 to 65. D is the scale of specifies the maximum number of digits that can be stored after the decimal point. The range of D should be between 0 and 30, and D is the less than or equal to P. And the fourth one is enum. Enum is used to define data which stored a list of values or combination of values, so has a string. These values are specified when you define the enum column. The column user can choose values from this predefined. Predefined means already defined, already created value. We should write only whatever we init enums, that name only we consider. Don't write new string. That's the meaning of predefined list while inserting values into this column. Each string value defined in enum column is implicitly assigned as a numerical value starting from 1. These numerical values are used internally by MySQL to represent the enum values. Syntax of enum is create table, table name, just like create table, Nagaraj data, branch, enum. Column 1 is like a branch, enum, value 1, MTech, MCA, BTech, enum. Finally, we discuss float. The MySQL float data type is a floating point numbers type that stores approximate numeric values. It stores approximate numeric values in data in 4 byte and representing single precision values. Create table, column name float. So this is the PowerPoint presentation. So I will show the MySQL what we did yesterday class. Look at here. I'm opening MySQL. So observe carefully. Look at now. So this is the protocol I will discuss. Already we know how to create database, how to select database, how to write create tables, everything. So right now, look at here, create table AMR. AMR is the table name, serial number, S number. Wait. So look at here, serial number, int is the data type. So enter, query okay, 0 row affected. So syntax is corrected. And attributes we init. Create table AMR1, serial number int. Int attributes there's 2, like not null and also auto increment. So serial number int not null, auto increment. So enter. Some error is here. Incorrect table definition. There can be only one auto column and it must be defined as a key. Just like already we write in auto increment, so you have to write mandatory, you should write in one key. So you need we write syntax like create table amr1 serial number data type int not null auto increment, where it is the key primary key, locate in serial number, row affected, describe it, field is serial number, type is int null, and key is like a primary key, default is null, and extra is like a auto increment attribute. And the second one is I'm creating char varchar char, I'm inting char also, create table amr2 amr2 name char 65,536, so it's very lengthy, and also um down falling 16,000, it is also error because slipped. That's what creatable amount to name varchar. Carry is only for 250 before. After that 16,000, it's automatically enabled or extensible or expensive in 4 bits. It's row affected. And describe OMR3, OMR2 like this. Field name type varchar null default values. And the third one is decimal values. Create table MR salary is decimal 15 comma 2. 15 is the P, D is the principal, D is the decimal. So look like this. And fourth one is enum like this. Create table btech branch enum csc ec it, so row affected, look like the describe table like this, branch names already predefined values, so we should write in predefined value only in insert values. And also for finally float, look at this, save affected. So I'm writing one data where Nagaraj data, so I'm creating one database, MySQL data. So database is like table name is Nagaraj database data. So look at here, serial number is like refer to int, attributes is not null and auto increment, comma, name is like varchar 20, it's like a length, salary decimal, length is 15 comma 2, height is float, branch is enum, mca or btech already predefined to I'm took two predefined values, and primary key is the already we took auto increment, that's what we should write in a key. So entered query, okay, row affected, desk Nagaraj column look like this, describe the data, field is like this, and types is data types hint varchar decimal float 5 types, and null values keys already we should write in primary key because we took a attribute for auto increment, that's what we should write in primary key. 5 rows inside 0.01 seconds, so insert values, serial number, name, salary, it's optional because exploring describe tables, that time we should write, or we should it is mandatory, you should, it's your skills. Values 1 Venkat Nagaraju 1006.1, so describe the table look like this. That's all about MySQL data types. It's very needed to explore the tables data because simply exploring logically exploring without knowing surname, we should not call person. That's the protocol, or that's the thing. Without referring data type, we won't write in table columns in a table. That's the need of data type, right? Okay, that's all about MySQL PowerPoint presentation. So tomorrow we will start MySQL operations and classes. So okay, bye bye.